Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. So we did the act 1 before, and I actually what do you call this? It's been a few days since the last time I played Genshin, or I opened Genshin. I don't know, kind of busy or just a little down the weather on my part, but yeah, we will do now the part 2 of the quest. Excuse me. Oh, it only has 3 parts. Nice. So again, this will I won't play this like continuously after Act 2. I will stop the recording and then hit the record again if I have time. I still have time today. This afternoon, since maybe I'll be busy after this, but and I'll be recording this later tonight. But the act 3, but we will definitely finish the part 2. So let's go. Focus mode, enable. No. Okay, so again, quick disclaimer. Sometimes I will talk in my native tongue, which is Tagalog or Filipino, because definitely my English vocabulary will be exhausted. So please bear with me with that. And kind of good news, because I can feel it on my throat that most of my voice is already back, and obviously I'm talking a little bit louder now because it's actually afternoon, and I'm alone at my room. I'm alone at our room
Instead of
pala.
confining
Teka
themselves.
lang, nag-i-intro ko lang mabika eh. So yeah, sit back and chillax, I guess, and we will do the actor now. And I don't know if I will speedrun it. Not really speedrun by the means of skipping all, but playing with a little bit distraction as much as possible, because if you manage to watch most of my previous videos, I easily got distracted. I guess that's pretty much obvious on my Nathan quests. My Nathan videos, like I'm opening a lot of world quests during my Archon quest run. So yeah, I will try to stop myself from getting distracted on stuff.
Man, what
Okay.
happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late.
Mm.
Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
Oh yeah, we got actually saved by Adair. Saved because we've been pulled in a dream. Whoa.
Exploration
Excuse
and
me.
trials.
Rehydrated
Adventuring
myself.
is right up my
Okay,
alley.
where are they? Where are they? Oh, there.
Huh. Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early?
Excuse me.
Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
Oh yeah, and also we got a doppelganger, as you said. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I remember it correctly, that scene is creepy. Like, the one that got I no, he's not the one that got doppelganger. Yeah, some NPC is talking to someone near. I think it's near on the cliff. I don't know, maybe here, and he's not responding. Excuse me. And as it turns out, that's actually not the NPC he's supposed to talk to, because typical on a typical horror scene where someone's touch or grab your shoulder. That's what happened to that NPC. And when he turned back, it's actually the one the one who's he's talking to, and then the one that's not responding is gone, which is the execution on that part is actually nice. And I don't know, like Hoyo is trying to give some poops, although it's not Halloween anymore. Anyway, let's continue.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
Hold on a sec. I mean, I do said that my voice is almost back, but not necessarily that my code is gone. So let me just blow my nose. Maybe I'll just mute this part because obviously this is embarrassing. Hold on a second. Okay, let's go. I'll just cut that one out. Definitely that was so loud because I did a little trick on my earphones to make the mic near my mouth. So I won't have this issue of my voice being too low, especially on nights because I really do speak a little bit low on volume there because my sister is asleep. So yeah, let's go.
You know what they say. Anyone who
Excuse me.
says their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
Oh, I thought they will die.
That's just a folk tale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever
Yeah.
heard of it, Traveler?
Yep. Actually, Tim, I think no, not me. My family, my sister and my friend. Also, no, not my mom. It's my sister and my friend. I actually do have sister, so it's the middle one. The middle one, my middle sister, and my friend encountered. They think they have encountered my doppelganger because, the scenario in that is I'm playing also on a laptop, in front of my sis with my back turned on my sis. So, and then my friend is actually having a sleepover here. My father permitted him. It's just actually a boy, and we are all girls in house. So my father permitted him to sleep since obviously also for protection, I guess. I guess. Like ano ba yun? I think he's thinking that it's safe that there's someone we knew. He knew also that, and also a boy or a man in the house when he's not around. I think he's on a team building then, when he still have a job. Yeah, he went on a team building. So my mother is actually preparing the room where he will sleep, and he's with him. He's with my mom upstairs, and then he went down just to have some water to drink, and then my mom called me upstairs, trying and asked for help. I guess the curtain on the window that he will be sleeping is like it fell down. I kind of forgot. The gist of it is my mom asked help from me, and then I went up, and then when I went down, my friend and my sister is like, what the fuck? Yes, and then sabi ko actually this will be in the dialogue, like I said, bakit ang problema, ganyan ako, like what's wrong, what's problem, like you looks like you've seen a ghost, something like that, of course in Tagalog. And then my sis like, nandito ka lang, ikausap ka namin, ganyan, lalaro ka lang din sa laptop, ganyan. Translation on that is they're literally talking to me like on that part. So, and then I said, no, I went up. I went upstairs. I asked him, and then my friend actually agrees with my sister. And then the rest of the night, they didn't sleep. Like my mom is almost crying yeah, I almost cried when we already told what happened when I went downstairs. Like they actually cope with watching movies because they didn't sleep, and then me, I just slept peacefully. Wala kayo dyan, sabi ko, tulog ako eh. Yeah, and it's still one of the stories that's been shared and told whenever we have like hangouts or free time to talk, and yeah. And that's the TMI here, because obviously doppelganger has been brought up, but yeah, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I never saw what they saw. I never saw myself sitting there. It's just them. And what's the thing is, I think they said that I quotation on that the one they talking to when I'm upstairs is I was yeah, I was actually answering them, like they are talking to that whoever that is. So yeah, let's continue.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental,
Excuse
don't you
me.
think? Could it be related to what we saw last night? The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers?
Oh yeah,
Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Sayo's thingy is Kage Bunshin Jutsu times 2 times 2.
Huh? They're not here yet.
Actually, it's Iwi. There's no one around.
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games.
Maybe I tried to do
He snuck
something.
away again. Do you think he might be...
Yeah. That's it's looks suspicious. Oh,
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on. Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
is this a sneak? Yeah, no. Okay, I thought we will do sneaking.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth.
Oh, Susara. Oh yeah, she doesn't have any voice. Did you find any clues?
Zara?
Oh, hi! Oh, she doesn't have a voice. Good morning, you two.
Hey, Zoe! What's going on here?
I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. Traveler! Oh yeah, something urgent happened when...
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Sarah actually went out on the booth or on the event. Please, oh, excuse me. Well, before it started, like something happened. The emergency situation. Considering Traveler's skill, the fault's not with you.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Heizo's involved.
Well, about that, unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
If Sarah and Hazel are so hesitant to divulge information, there's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, Traveler.
Oh, this is A.
Tell him the truth.
Shogun! This is A.
What? The Shogun is here?
No, that's A. That's definitely A. Yeah.
You recognized me with a single glance?
No, your voice. You still haven't completed
It
investigation.
matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the Traveler.
Oh yeah, they think that we are
His
doppelganger.
gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land. Yesterday, the 10-year commission received a report that the team was found unconscious on the field. Oh my god! Excuse me. Not only that, the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
No, please!
Ande! Shut up.
Stay away!
We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should they call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You've heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, Reyes. The suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
Look at his face.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
A very valid concern. Last night we dispatched a group of soldiers through the festival grounds. They remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction, so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. What's wrong with my tongue? Anyway, even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Gansam Hamida Charot. Sankya.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
I apologize for our failing, Shogun. You should not have had to
On the
intervene.
contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means if the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Yep, probably that's why they need us.
The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
It's fucking Amongus. We're playing Amongus, guys.
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way. So I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered. Yeah. Hold it. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow scheme seems more accurate.
Indeed.
Mm.
If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Tangay na kasi ni Miko eh. Gago-gago rin eh. Alright, let's do... Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, okay. I want to talk to them first. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
Wee. Excuse me po.
So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Weak. Kichiboshi, that's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Saya's probably just tired because she came up with all her tears yesterday. Need a break? I can start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them? Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try.
Inang yan, tara.
White fur, yellow fur.
You guys are bright and early.
Yeah, well, the traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Still, you don't need to make anything. Huh? So what's the rush?
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency.
Venga.
Oh, no, it's just... The traveler really wanted to see it.
Seriously, Paimon? Why?
Well, it's... your game.
Tsura ni
Played your
Traveler.
game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you
Paimon,
might be
nalatang-alata ka.
busy later and...
What kind of excuse is that? When they're busy now.
White fur acting super strange.
Time to change the topic. Oh, you know what? Me too. I thought of adding them to our game considering the dream game and everything, but in the end, they just wouldn't come up together.
Marinara? Yum!
It's not food. The Aranara are like small yokai from Sumeru. They're super friendly and cute and can give you good dreams. Actually, that describes you too, Kuchibochi. If you ever go to Sumeru, I'm sure you'll be considered a good Nara. Oh,
Banana?
okay.
Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much.
Sorry, that dream is a little hard to describe, don't you think, Traveler? Okay, so Traveler, so Yoimiya is the OG. Sometimes when there are too many feelings in dream, it's hard to use as reference material.
Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
I guess it was kind where a lot of things happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Can tell it together. Sounds good. After that, you share many more memories together. Oh shoot, where did the time go? I have so many levels to design today.
Oh, we should get out of your fur hair then. Good luck, everyone. Bye, White Fur. Bye, Yellow Fur. Come back and play.
We didn't ask Sayu. Shouldn't we supposed to ask Sayu?
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past. Oh yeah, totally. It was what was it again?
Gago.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
Wait. Gago ka, travel. Are you calling out certain subgroups of your of your fandom, Mihoyo? You still remember the original reading of our journey? Gago. I figured. Gago. Anyway, on my what do I call this? Sa akin lang ah. It's already done. You already saw your sis like couple times now. Although the second one is invalid because half invalid because you kind of forgot it, and Caribird only did a little tweaking. That's why you have the pictures that you already saw yours. So you met on that day. So the original purpose of the journey of finding your sibling is already done, and I guess the part two on that one is figure out what happened on your sis. I guess that's what's the journey now. And she actually asked you like, go on, continue your journey. Tingnan mo kung ano yung para malaman mo kung ano yung nakita ko, something ganyan.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
I see someone suspicious. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go.
Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Oh, excuse me. Oh, looks like our judge. Looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Feel a soft bee?
Huh?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best.
I don't deserve that much praise, but when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Ayan naman siya. Ay, nawapay mo. Hindi mo pa iniwan sa contain yan.
Into you?
Ask away, judges. Oh, I have to say, working with others to overcome challenges.
Hold on! You can't just ask a simple question, Traveler. Watch and learn. We'd love to learn more about your design approach and strategic vision. What will be the project's main draw, and how will it deliver emotional value to your players?
I don't know. Bakit? Hindi ba ito yung survey nila? Gago ka, Hoyo. That's basically the same question. Sounds like you took that question straight from one of those. This product will be fast-paced, easy to digest. Enjoying popularity. Tangina. It's so similar to how surveys on games in real life is. What the fuck? Maybe we're strengths and needs. Yan.
Impressive! And completely over Paimon's head.
You set yourself up for that one, Paimon.
Nice one, boss.
I kind of confused myself, honestly. I'm used to hearing that kind of talk in Rito, so I guess I pick up a few things.
Fixer is a tough nut to crack, huh? Shoot! Paimon can't pick apart an answer she doesn't understand.
Yeah. So there you have it. I hope that answered your questions, judges.
Not a single stumper.
I'm sure the interview is only part of the evaluation process. Well, we'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should get back to work on this stage. Wanna give it a try when we're done? In that case, let's get to it. You know, I don't get any information on Thomas. Maybe I chose the wrong answer. I mean questions. Traveler, you know, you spend a hangout with Toma. Di ba meron ka umamori? What the fuck?
Yes, Boss Toma.
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about that. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up.
Excuse me.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Let's talk to them again. Okay. Oh, where are they?
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early.
You're here alone?
Excuse me.
Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about great yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Wait,
Excuse
did you
me.
say behind us?
Yeah. You have questions for me, I presume?
Kokomi! A little warning next time.
Sounds like you already know why we're here. Yeah, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots. Oh, it'd be hard for him. As for what you want to know... Energy. Gago.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary.
In a tree? Dry berry?
Okay. That's Kokomi. Ahem.
Oh, sorry.
So we can leave it here, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yep, oh good. As for Yobukoban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Yobukoban is a criminal?
Oh.
No, of course not. You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Oh. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate a strategy. Well, I guess that also confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Cute.
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan.
Excuse me.
At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
I get you, Mizuki.
The culprit? It's you!
If you keep joking like this...
Oh, greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20. Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then?
Even I'm reaching my limit.
Oh, it's raining hard here.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
Nainamami ko.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes. Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares. Analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Wait, is that an eye bag? Yeah, that's not a fucking eye bag. Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Go, Kodan and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. Which we can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition in my own.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Cute.
Sweet dreams.
Ay, napatulog yun si Mizuki. Laki na ay bagang puta.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years. You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand. That is our chance. Oh, A didn't tell you?
Excuse me.
Allow me to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival.
Ginawa siya ano.
Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Gag. It's the Shogun. The Almighty Shogun is here in person.
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Hanan can't believe she agreed to that.
Probably not. How much the Shogun presence is bound to cause a stir instead of struggling to maintain a low profile. It's better for her to step into the open. And it means a detective can slip into venue alongside her retinue without turning any heads at all. In the presence of Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be faultless. The more you focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks on the glass. And she's using the Almighty Shogun as bait. Staring us ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Your intel was very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Traveler. We need everyone focus on her. Okay. We'll remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. Ace present definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festive atmosphere to return. Oh wait. Oh, this is nice. I think this is different. Yeah, they didn't do this before. Maybe they will come when A can live in Shukaku and won't be out of the ordinary. Cute!
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go?
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryo Commission.
Oh?
What are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seem...
Hey, he's working.
Working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
Yeah.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games.
Wait, isn't it the last festival here in Inazuma? The one with the beautiful flower at on her left eye, where A and Miko kinda foreshadowed or signaling that there will be a war. Ooh.
Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it.
Wow.
I suppose that
So hard,
in
really
itself
hard to
is
say.
a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumeku Ippaku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Oh.
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something. Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
I don't think that's Mizuki.
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all. So I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Why does it sound like it's not Mizuki?
Aw, that's too bad.
Oh shit! It's a different. Oh shit! Okay. No.
I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Mizuki, you're acting weird.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Wait. Bakit pati si Paimon iiwan? Mizuki, you're weird. You're acting fucking weird. Don't come, Traveler. Don't come in here.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Uh-oh.
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything? Exactly. You noticed too. I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
I mean, Mizuki, she became a NEET for 500 years.
Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler. Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Oh, it faded.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
Paimon's not with us. Oh shit!
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up. What makes you say that? If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions. As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue. Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally that person should be me. What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
Oh.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko. You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure. Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Yeah, A doesn't. If you thought about it, even though A, like, no, she's been trying to go outside her plane of euthymia and, you know, act as.
Many insects have a compulsion to
You know, act as a decent archon. You know, just literally go outside and touch some grass. Like, the only one who can actually share. Oh my god, the rain. share and share her troubles with is Miko or the traveler. I mean, even though Sarah is close to her, technically close on business or yeah, but just professional level, unlike Miko. So
Instead of
oh my God, Mobika. So in case of sharing her troubles, like she literally closed herself up for 500 years because of that. So she's still, even though like there's a progress, it's still not that big of progress, but a progress is a progress, but she still needs some help, I guess. That's happening here. And yeah, and her being a shogun kinda became a obstacle, unlike because unlike Mobika became an archon, even though like became an archon 500 years, right? But in the like all of the prior archons in Nateland are humans, so definitely they are much more closer to the people on Nateland. Unlike A, who's obviously also one of the original archons. Like, yeah, it's Makoto, but she's already around on that one. So the distance between her nation is definitely a large one to patch up. So yeah, let's go.
Well, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Oh, it's cold. It's raining cats and dogs today, guys. Oh no, the kitten's outside. Okay, we're here.
Steam replete with the scent of orchids.
Ooh.
Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
First time mo.
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And naturally, the body of the shogun has no need for such luxuries. The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed. What makes you say that?
I'm seeing May on her face with this one.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended.
I like this. Screenshot. Where's Prince Green? Oh my gosh, let me just Prince Green. Aish. Ah, there. Look at A. She so look like May. At this shot.
You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumeku Ibaku could do nothing to wake them. Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
If I haven't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that what happened to me? Must be sorry because there's some yung si Chiyo.
Yes.
Isn't one of her friends got berserk or mad? Is this what's the issue? Yung may sungay? Or is it the Tengu one? Kind of forgot. The Kitsune one is definitely it's the one with the Assassin Shrine, I guess. And then this is it Chiyo? I think I'm mixing Honkai Impact, I guess. But definitely she has a friend, the one with the horns. I think that's Oni. Yeah.
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
Oh.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own.
Look at Traveler's face. I'll definitely play this on my sister. My sister is playing Lumin. That's why I will know what it will look like if it's Lumin.
If necessary, I would do it again. Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh. Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Oh yeah. What they call this? She's actually using the puppet's body, not her. Oh shit! What the fuck did I? Nawawalang bata si Ito eh.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm.
No
No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
Oo, kanina tangina mo, Miko, gago ka talaga. I can imagine Sakura being like this. Oh yeah, Miko is an extra OPI Sakura, obviously. On Honkai Impact. Ina mo, Miko.
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
No. Nang mukha yan, Miko, gago. Diablo. Nablita, puta.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
No.
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
Ano ba yan? Nag-enjoy na sila eh. Nawawalang bata talaga si Ita. Imagine if it's Lumin. I mean, it will be a little more natural because no one's odd one out. But still, nawawalang bata din si Lumin.
Someone's unconscious.
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now. Yes, I was on my way to your restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree. It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moon, and it was me! In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger? In Inazuma City? But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse.
There's
If the
no go.
doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
You jinx it.
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Hold on for a second. Let me just blow my fucking nose again. And stop.
Another victim at the festival. Kappa.
Oh,
Kappa is trapped in a nightmare.
Kappa is the kid, right?
What?
It's a yokai.
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
It's the kid.
Kappa! Kappa!
Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryo Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There's no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bakedanuki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene, almost like the culprit methods are getting more sophisticated. Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Mount
How
Yogo.
is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sara, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. All normal. I asked the Yashir Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By
Excuse
decree
me.
of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival...
Wait,
What is it, Miko?
you're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through. or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of nightmare creature around Mount Yogo, and now doppelgangers appears in an Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature, on the top of everything, now has ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. Oh yeah, walang bosses. The people who saw doppelgangers were mistaken, and the nightmare I saw wasn't real. No, I just can explain it, okay. Oh, no. The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. Yeah. An enemy that has two different abilities can suddenly appear and disappear without a trace. It seems too random, like a novel. That's right, the entity appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Tender Commission conflated the two at first. But if you ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit motive is clear. The doppelganger incident isn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. Taking control of Inazuma by replacing everyone with doppelgangers, I doubt even a folktale would come up with something unrealistic. We thought the culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, they would be no more deserving of arrest than random prankster cause panic. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Tenra Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right, panic is a means to an end, but I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something. Whether their goal terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panics by leaving behind a stand-in.
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Not just that, replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have particular weakness if the subject is frightened and this guy starts to crumble, isn't that right?
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Uy!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke? They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
What the fuck, Tanukis? What the fuck are they doing? Wait, they also have this issue, right? With the Atsuko. Oh.
Okay, Tanuki, those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them! Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bake Tanuki tricks?
Fuck you.
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
What's the deal?
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us! You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm a bonfire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them!
Ouch! Transform!
They're gone again!
Tangina.
What are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick? Oh!
Tangina mga Tanuki to.
Kichiro, protect us!
Leche.
Save us, Tsukumo!
Tingnan nyo. Good thing it's not that hard. Simple. I mean, it's Genshin, obviously, but... Ace having had the hard time, and here you are terrorizing this shit.
We're almost rid of them.
I will not fail the Shogun again because of you.
Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans! Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
The Shogun would never give such an order.
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Stay back! Humans want to enslave us again!
Why again?
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
They are the ones affected by the nightmares.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
Excuse me.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement. These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now.
Poor
A
Tanuki.
world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
Truly?
Oh, takay na, busy naman.
What are you doing? No, don't!
Sko, traveler, kano nakarami abis inabsorb mo.
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Who are this one?
We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
What the fuck?
Hey,
they're creepy.
You know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans.
The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work.
They're known for their transformations, right?
Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
No. How could they do that?
What the fuck?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
What? What is that?
Isn't it?
Are you alright?
Oh no.
Kappa, I need. Hold on! We're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai?
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so up. Boss Tama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
Excuse me.
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
It's the abyss.
Humans and a bunch of yokai.
Wait, he's not a yokai.
The Mikawa Flower Festival. The humans are gonna. They're gonna. What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They seem still wary of humans. Hiding?
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious. Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Yeah, Shogun. We'll go to Ioroi. Ioroi. Ay, 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 ay.
Ioroi, we're back!
He's sleeping.
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a nakuweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two. Yashiori Island style.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Yoroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stoned!
Huh? I am not dead.
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth?
This spell is Yoroi! Yoroi is alive!
Yoroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Ginkaku. Ginkaku and Tetsunosuke. You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kamuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us. By digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kichiro made manifest.
It restored our power. And then we made the human go, oh, oh, ching, chung, yeah, yeah.
Oh, and by ting, chung, yeah. You mean?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Bake Danuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Bake Danuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Wait, if it's the horn, maybe it's the horns of a friend.
Ha!
Ace friend.
I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
So...
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Bakedaniki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know? It was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku. I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Well, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty Shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the Shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A
Is her
trusted lieutenant
friend.
fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tigerbite, or Tora Chio.
Sabi ko na
I
eh.
don't think Chio would like that name.
Oh.
Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself.
Oh!
I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
So that's why Mount Yogo is like that. It's not because of ano, what do you call this? Enkanomiya.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bake Tanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure, an earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chio set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chio is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn.
Excuse me.
That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having to unleash Muso Ishin against her again, would A really be okay? Misaku said Akon suffer from the same turmoil of the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Tanuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Tanuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary. No. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
I can't remember shit. Ano yan?
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumekui Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions.
Oh, yung
and they
mga ano.
happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere.
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The Kitsune is clearly referring to the Baketanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh, she just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
Shit, ley lines na naman. Hindi ko na
The
na-realize.
solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and
Sila sa ano,
happiness,
festival.
then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy
Wala
night.
na naman tulog si Mizuki.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Talk to A. Where's A? Hey! Oh, let's talk to them first.
Well, Ioroi, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released.
Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. This statue keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere.
Yoroi is the best!
Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind.
Yoroi, she's already...
Oh.
Not so fast. I won't be fooled by your tricks again. Whatever you were about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me.
Oy! Dapat dali mo si ano dito.
Great
Neko.
yokai really wasn't forced to work all night?
That's right. It was my choice.
Why does great yokai have to work?
I suppose it's just the price of becoming a great yokai.
Great yokai? Gingaku is sad for you.
Okay, where's A? Hey! Where the fuck are you? Nasaan siya? Where's A? A? Gago, seryoso. Nasaan si A?
Rev the engines!
No, we're there. I have a... Wow.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me. I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come. One more thing. Thank you.
So, as I've said before, yeah, the reason why the mountain is split in half because of Geo. You can check the map. This one, it's because of Geo. So, what about this one? It's just so happen. Is it just that it just so happens that when A is delivering the strike to end Orobashi, it just happens that she's facing the Mount Yogo. I don't know. Anyway, so still not having a info or a excuse me. We still don't have that much of an info that it is really related to Nathan. But since Nathan's already been said, just because they don't want to be hard on herself again, killing, like to end the, even it's just a horn, it's still connected to her friend. So they don't want A to be hard on herself again by ending that horn's thinking about, which is understandable. And we still don't have any, again, don't have any info that is connected to Nathan, aside that the creature is residing on ley lines, which is that's how Nathan's got its unique thingy, is about how it's disconnected to the ley lines. Disconnected but not completely disconnected by any means. And yeah, we did something that kind of fixed the Nathan's ley lines, which is Capitano's sacrifice. So again, no info on that if this is the backlash, like what happened on Levi's Lantern Rite, aside from the fact that it is connected to the ley lines. So yeah, since we already what? We already reached. This is almost 2 hours, but definitely I'll cut some of. I'll cut some of this because I'm blowing my nose most of the time. So yeah. Again, if you happen to reach the end of this video, thank you for sticking up with me up until the end of this video, I guess, again. And stay tuned for the last part of the quest, which is at this point I think I'm gonna do this later in the evening. So yeah, again, salamat sa inyong lahat. Bye bye.